went and I looked for 6 books. And here they are. Next, I'm going to find my guidelines to pick the right book for me and follow the steps on the paper, on the worksheet to help me pick the right book. And make sure you read the title carefully. And this is right here. Notice that the worksheet has 4 columns. The first column says yes. The second column says no. The third column says tasks to do. That means it will remind you what to do. Do you need to read? Do you need to think about something? Do you need to remember? Do you need to retell? The fourth column says questions to ask yourself. Questions will help you think about what you need to do. Okay? For you to be able to pick a book and say, yes, that book is right for me, you need to have the entire column of yes with check, 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 check. If you check the no column, that means that that book is not the right book for you to read independently. Okay? So let's get started. I have my form and I'm going to get my marker. Okay, here's my marker. What I have done is I have put down information on the whiteboard. So I have taken information from here, the first row and the second row, and I've put it over here so that I can explain to you what to do better. Okay? So the first row says, read the front page. And then ask yourself, can I read the title of the book? Okay. So here's my book. And I'm going to read it. It says, polar animals. I know what that means, polar animals. Animals that live on the North Pole or the South Pole. That's the place where it's really, really, really cold. Okay? So yes, I can read the title of the book. I understand what that means. Okay? So I'm going to put a check here and a check here. Okay? Now, next it says read the back page. Okay? So I'm going to do that first. Okay? So here's my book. And I'm going to read the back page. Okay? Okay. Now, I finished reading the back page. Now, let's see, what is the question? Would I like to read this book? Do I want to continue or do I want to put it back? Okay? I want to read. Okay? So I'm going to put a check here. Yes and a yes. So I'm going to put a check here and on my form. I have put down the next 4 rows from the worksheet on the whiteboard so you can look at it clearly and I can explain this part of the worksheet to you in a better way. Okay? Now, what do I need to do next? I read the front page, I read the back page, and I want to continue. Okay? It says I need to read the first page of the book. Okay, so let me get my book. Let me open it to the first page. And I'm going to read and read. Okay? So I'm going to read it. And what do I need to do next? I have to ask myself when I'm finished reading, can I recognize all the words in the sentence? Can I recognize all the words? And do I understand what the words mean? Okay, so here I'm going to read it. Okay, can I recognize all the words in the sentence? Yes. Do I understand all the words in the sentence? Yes. So I'm going to put a check, and a check. Okay. Now, next, try to remember the story. So what did I just read? I have to try and remember. Can I remember what I read? I think so. That paragraph was about animals that lived on the North Pole and South Pole. What else did I read? I remember I can't remember what I read. I could recognize all the words and I could understand, but I can't remember. Okay? So I have to put a no. Okay? So this book on my table, I will put next to the card that says, no, this book is not right for me. And I need to pick the next book from my 6 books that I just picked from the library. Now that I put my book in the no pile, I'm going to pick my next book, which is this one. And I'm going to erase all the checks I made before. I remember what I need to do. I need to read the title and I need to read the back page of the book. So it says, Biscuit, which is the name of the dog, wants to play. I understand the title, so I'm going to put a check. I'm going to put a check. And I'm going to read the back page. Biscuit wants to play with 2 kittens. However, the kittens are busy to notice Biscuit. But when kittens need help, it's Biscuit to the rescue. Woof, woof. Would I like to read this book? Yes. So I will put a check. I remember what I need to do next. I need to open my book to the first page.